Black Friday, and even better Thanksgiving, and I hope you didn't get trampled or smashed inside a door at your local Target. This week we are talking a little bit about the gaming industry. Some of the biggest titles come out around this time of year. It's kind of the hotbed for blockbuster releases. In the last few weeks, we had Halo 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Far Cry 3, I think just came out. It's basically the best time of year probably to be a gamer, because you get some hardcore releases that normally are a little bit above par of what your average game is throughout the year. I know just recently the Wii U came out, which is kind of a little bit, I guess it's a new console in itself. I wouldn't necessarily say, I don't know if I would call it a next-gen console compared to what the new Xbox and PlayStation will be, but it is an iteration of the Wii that kind of coexists with it, but is an improvement. Anyway, so we'll get into that in just a minute. But something I want to talk about with the gaming industry now is what I feel is kind of a lack of creativity. I remember, growing up, playing games, just having a blast. Nintendo 64, just Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, even Super Mario 64 was great. Playing Dreamcast, Shenmue, even into the early stages of the Xbox and PlayStation, just some great titles. Not to say that 360 and PlayStation 3 and even the Wii haven't had their run of great titles, but it seems like there's a certain few genres out there that are getting kind of lazy, and I guess maybe used to what the format is for certain styles. Let's, obviously, since I kind of mentioned them just a second ago, start with first-person shooters. I rented just recently Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I loved the original Black Ops. Played a little bit of Modern Warfare 3, but saw Black Ops 2 was coming out before I wanted to buy it and dropped $60 because I'm poor. Thought I'd give it a try through Redbox. So rented it and really, read some great reviews on it. I know IGN, which is kind of where I go to get my reviews for games, had it rated very well. So, I was interested and thought I'd check it out. It put it in, played, gosh, I probably didn't spend more than a couple hours with it total when I had rented it, because I just wasn't really impressed with it. It seems like the first-person shooter genre, and this falls guilty with Halo 4 as well, is a lot of, okay, let's go out, shoot all these guys, move forward, shoot all these guys, move forward. Obviously, there's a big blockbuster appeal to Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and it seems that, there's some pretty cool cinematic moments. I don't know if they're technically cinematic, but, those big kind of blockbuster moments where, you have huge explosions or buildings collapsing, whatever, which are cool. But there's still the initial gameplay going through of, the campaign that just seems it's getting very stale. And it's, I don't care how many things explode or crash down in front of me. If I'm still going and shooting a bunch of enemies and then I move on, shoot a bunch of enemies, move on, it's losing my interest. Now, some of you may say, well, what about multiplayer? You can go fucking kill people. Yeah, hey, it's fun to play multiplayer with your friends, but even getting on and just playing against strangers, it still feels very similar to what we've seen over the years. And, the reviews are giving these games high praise, which I'm not necessarily against, but then there's other games that are coming out that are first-person shooters that are getting rated lower because they're not doing anything phenomenal with with multiplayer. It's something we've seen before. Yet Black Ops or Halo are getting high praises for their multiplayer, just more so it seems like because of the name attached to the gameplay. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if it's just because I don't spend as much time playing games these days, and so I guess I dropped from, what used to be a hardcore gamer to now a casual gamer. I don't know. But my attention span for these games just seems to fall short because it's just the same thing that I've seen, in and out with, especially first-person shooters. And it just doesn't seem like there's enough new material being added to the games that, it doesn't feel fresh. And it doesn't seem like they're really taking steps to say, hey, this is what the first-person shooter is supposed to be like, but let's jump ahead 3 steps and make it even better by doing this brand new thing that's never been done before. When you have these big game titles like Halo and Call of Duty, where they have the budget to do these types of things, it kind of gets annoying to not see it happen. Now, granted, we are at the end of a cycle for game consoles, and we have the next gen coming up, in the next, probably announced in the next year, probably early, mid 2013, which is going to be awesome, and it's going to be great to see what kind of technology we have coming. But again, I'm not impressed with the technology that was introduced with the Kinect and the PlayStation Move and, even the Wii. There were certain aspects about the Kinect that I thought was awesome. Let's say Dance Central. Blast to play with Kinect, but I'm not going to go play Call of Duty or any other type of really intense game where I'm used to using a controller and use Kinect instead. They haven't gotten to that level where Kinect is, or motion sensor in general, is replacing the controller. And I think that's where we got to get to, is replacing, I don't know if it's replacing the controller or using motion sensor in a better way, but right now it's really gimmicky. And I think that was first realized with the Wii, and when it came out, it was a blast to play. You played Wii Sports, a few titles on the Wii that were fun, but I haven't touched my Wii in, 6 months, and even before that, it's bits and pieces here and there. You only have so much fun hitting a bat or hitting a ball, doing it, with the motion, and then it's like, okay, well, what else can you give me? Granted, they had Zelda on there, they had Mario. They're fun, but that wasn't enough to hold the Wii and keep it going, I don't think. And that's where the Wii U comes in, where I still don't see if it's worth $300, $350 to say, okay, now I have a screen on a controller that I can play here, and it's on my TV through the Wii. I know they can integrate different aspects of it, but I'm not going to sit here and play this and it's on my TV. I don't understand the point of having it here and on my TV. Again, I know there's more to it that they're going to probably integrate with it being just launched, just in the last week or two. But the Wii really needs to do something different, and I think Nintendo in general, to really kind of recapture what fans loved about Nintendo. And I think that's what the gaming industry is kind of hitting a brick wall, where they're not really starting to move over that hill of innovation. They're just kind of sitting here going across very basic, sticking with what works, and not really taking a lot of risks. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, and every, not every game is like that. You have a few games here and there that are trying to kind of do something different, and they're just falling short. But I like to see the courage in the company try and make that happen. Now, I'm hoping with the next, new gen, next gen consoles that, something big does come out, even if it's improving on the Kinect. Make it so the hardcore gamer can relate to it, because Dance Central is about the only game that I feel Kinect is worth, besides, a few of those, early releases where you're, jumping over things and whatever, like the Kinect Adventures or whatever. So do something different. I think the gaming industry is hit kind of a brick wall in creativity, and I think it's a perfect time to where they can try something new. We know what works. Do something new, especially with the next gen consoles coming out. You have that possibility to do something great. So I don't know if it's me getting older. I don't know if it's, I have a son now, and I don't get to spend as much time playing Xbox or, gaming in general. Maybe it's me, and if it is, it's on me, and it's my attention spans, go on short. But I just feel like gaming in general, the only game I play consistently is probably NHL 13, which a lot of people are going to be like, that's a sports game. They just do roster updates. Yeah, that's getting to a point, too, where, there's only 2 features I really play in that game, and they're not really upgrading to do anything new. So the gaming industry in a whole is kind of in a funk right now, where they need to do something fresh and start thinking a little more out of the box about what they can do. And having the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, or whatever, even the Wii U, having these new fresh consoles gives them the ability to possibly do that. So I'd love to see it happen in the next year. I'd love to see something that just blows my mind and gets me back into gaming, gets me excited about gaming. But right now, it's just, they're not taking chances. They're not taking risks that really just kind of is not keeping my attention. And if you enjoy Halo 4, enjoying Call of Duty, you're playing it nonstop, you don't get tired of it, it doesn't feel like the same thing, kudos. That's awesome. I wish I could feel that too. But right now I'm just kind of blah. So hopefully things change, and I hope a new generation of gaming takes off in 2013, and we get to enjoy some games that are just a blast to play. So hope you guys enjoyed Soapbox Sunday for this week. There will be a new one next week, and I'm going to try and do this every week. Should be up every Sunday. Just finding the time to do it with a different topic. And it's not going to be a gripe every time. It could be something that I'm excited about, like the NHL ending a lockout. Please. Later.